During a project status meeting, two key team members, Alex and Jamie, engaged in a heated argument. Alex believes the current design approach will introduce risk, while Jamie insists it's the most cost effective solution. The argument has diverted attention from the main agenda of the meeting. As the project manager, what should be your immediate action to address this situation? So we have a meeting which is running and we have a conflict which is emerging there. So how should I move forward? I probably want to have an option which takes care of both the issues. I can carry on with my meeting and do some kind of a treatment to this particular conflict as well, some kind of treatment. Let's see what are the options we have. Option A, direct Alex and Jamie to resolve their disagreement outside of the team meeting to ensure the project progress. Now, this particular option has a one advantage where it shows that we want to focus on the meeting and take care of conflict later. The disadvantage or the problem which is associated with this option is it is little directive mode. It's more like a forcing mode. Do this later and you need to continue like here in the meeting. So I probably want to find out where I have more servant leadership, where I have a more facilitative approach rather than directive approach. Let's see if we have an option which can give us that choice. Option B, remind the team about the meeting agenda and ask them if they prefer to focus on the agenda and take this matter offline. So more or less it matches with A, but it is very soft approach. We are saying, okay, we have a situation at hand. We were talking about project status. What do you guys suggest? We have a participants here. Should we get into the discussion right now and forget about the agenda, or should we come back to the agenda and continue with our meeting? So in a way, it's a soft way of reminding people that we need to focus on this agenda because that's the agreed one, and probably we can put this issue as a parking lot and resolve it at a later stage. Looks great idea. Let's see if we can find something better than this. Option C, facilitate a structured discussion between Alex and Jamie during the meeting to understand the root cause of the disagreement. Now, this is probably directly attacking the conflict but not taking care of the meeting. Right now you are in a meeting, so should you as a leader forget about the meeting and directly get into resolving the conflict? Maybe rather than doing problem solving and root cause of the conflict at this stage, the option B was taking avoidance. We are saying let's continue with the meeting for a while, avoid the conflict resolution, and probably these people can take care of it later, or I will insist or assist in making the resolution at a later stage, but as of now I am avoiding it. The option C is focusing on directly attacking the conflict and doing the problem solving. Some of you who have learned that problem solving is a great idea for resolution of the conflict, but we also need to see the context. Here, the context is you are inside the meeting. So, option C is not that great idea right now. Option D, close the status meeting since it got diverted from its agenda and schedule a separate session to resolve the conflict. So this one is little too much. You are not resolving anything. You are not finishing the meeting and you are not taking care of conflict. Also, you are just saying it's a kind of bad avoidance of both the agenda. So that doesn't look good. So in my opinion, out of these four options, the B, which focuses on taking the agreement with the team about the meeting agenda, reminding them what we were planning to do today or in this particular session, and asking them that can we handle this issue later rather than directing something on your own. So option B looks great in this particular question. If we see how it maps to the various exam content outline tasks, it maps to people domain. It focuses on managing conflict. You are interpreting the source and of the conflict, analyzing the context, and evaluating and recommending something. So here the context is that we are running in the meeting, and the response which you are taking is avoidance, which is not usually a good idea. But in this particular situation, because the context shows that meeting is more important, maybe avoidance looks good, and we are not seeing something that the impact of conflict is going to happen right now only, so we can avoid it for a while and we can discuss it in a separate conversation. Define a team ground rule. Task 12 also has an impact here because it focuses on we should create and communicate how do we organize ourselves in a day-to-day basis, organize ourselves inside the meeting. So focusing on adhering to meeting agenda, putting things in a parking lot if things are not going as per the agenda, could be a part of your ground rules. So this task also get little bit influence in this particular question. If I talk about topics, so it's definitely conflict management and facilitation, which is coming very clearly here. The facilitation with the help of ground rules and the agenda of the meeting is also pretty much visible here. And applying the leadership, the facilitative leadership, servant leadership in this particular context is also becoming clear when we choose the option B.